Shame on him as he goes over to Thunderguard Stadium.
We're
going into game one here.
Brawl.
Here we go. Dobrein charging forward, wants to get the ground pound, throws away the hammer immediately in favor of the gauntlets. Can't get the nair as Twilight dodges through it.
Downlight's coming up from Dobrein. A nice downlight from Twilight. Do quite a bit of damage to the downsig really early on. Catches Dobrein as he tries to recover. A nice neutral light from Twilight as well. And a weapon toss. Twilight doing quite well at the opening of this game as a downer comes out. Dobrein struggling to find side airs, and a nice down air into recovery will put Dobrein into kill percent as he tries to get a downlight.
Sidelight, but Dobrein has not been able to follow up after the sidelight. You have to assume that they've been playing against each other because Twilight knows exactly what to do after getting caught by that sidelight. Dobrein just hasn't been able to do much. You're seeing a significant lack of control, but there's the nair into a side air. Twilight immediately goes high, and Dobrein almost gimps himself.
Manages to get back though as the gauntlets rather are disarmed from him, and he's able to have a little bit more of a flexible recovery. And a nice sideline to Ser puts Twilight into kill percent. Will he go for the ground pound? He does, and it doesn't connect. Twilight waiting for Dobrein to recover here. He doesn't want to go off stage against the likes of the hammer. The hammer recovery being quite strong, and that down air will probably do it. Dobrein dodges back to the stage.
Jumps. Gets back up. Twilight and Dobrein both with hammer. Dobrein going for the weapon toss into an unarmed follow-up. Pops up with that nair from the shenanigans. Is sticking with his hammer in this situation. Does not want gauntlets. And there's the nair. He's going to throw it away. Looking for the gauntlets. There they are.
And light comes out. Dobrein gets a nice delay into Ser. Side air as well. Or sidelight into Ser rather. And Dobrein taking the lead here as he gets a nice string on the Twilight to secure his lead, even if he loses the stock here. And he has to recover high through the center of Thunderguard, giving him plenty of options to recover. The downer will do it.
There's the dare.
Twilight evening it up 2-2. Dobrein doesn't have any favorable weapon spawns for him, and he finds most likely the hammer. No, it's the gauntlets as he goes in for his sidelight. Ground pound connects. No nair follow-up, however, and Dobrein tries to continue taking his lead here as he goes in for another Ser.
Downlight down air from Twilight is going to add up a little bit of damage. Dobrein is backing up, trying to get that max range downlight. There's a downlight into a sidelight. Can't get the neutral light. Or there's the neutral light. Sorry, no neutral air after the sidelight. Dobrein once again trying to ground pound down onto the platform, and it's just not working out for him.
Tries to go for an early side sig read there to be able to put Twilight into kill percent, but doesn't work out. Twilight just getting those stairs off perfectly well as Dobrein recovers through the center of the stage. Down air does the KO, and Dobrein can't make it back. Crazy early down air kill from Twilight, and Dobrein loses that second stock really early. Bomb on stage. Dobrein just waiting for a weapon spawn. Actually picks up the bomb. Will he go for the trade? He does. Not too much force on that bomb, but the damage is still there as Dobrein has the hammer and nearly falls through the center of Thunderguard Stadium. What will he do here now?
Dobrein trying to get the pop up. Wants to finish off this stock of Twilight. There's a scoop, and that'll finish it off. Stock's evened up. Dobrein gonna stick onto these gauntlets, throw away everything else. Picks up the gauntlets in time. But Twilight with two neutral lights in a row, gonna knock Dobrein around.
Two
Dobrein wanting to
Sers.
get those Sers.
Yeah, goes for that ground pound as well and actually lands it, not getting punished for any of the follow-ups they went for afterwards. And pulling the gauntlets, tries to go for a side light, gets hit by that dare from Twilight. And Twilight not getting hit by any of these combo starters from Dobrein is winning out on these trades slowly but surely as Dobrein gets hit by another down air. Recovery sets him into a second down air. Will we see more down airs from Twilight? Most likely as Twilight throwing out sword aerials, not approaching too hard, and Dobrein looking for that side light. Side light's not working out. The end lights are canceling it out, and Twilight has brought Dobrein to the orange.
But Dobrein is having a lot of trouble getting on top of Twilight. Dodges into the shenanigans. Twilight not able to dare him this time. Dobrein gets caught by the dare, and Twilight is going to take game one.
Dobrein really struggling whenever he was below Thunderguard Stadium there underneath that platform. That's where Twilight got two of his kills, and those down airs were destroying him. Twilight bans out Kings and Twilight Grove, so we're going to be seeing whether or not Dobrein picks Shipwreck, and he banned it last time, probably not a map that he prefers, and we're going to be seeing what the counterpick's going to be.
Well, here we go. This is game two. Dobrein versus Twilight. Dobrein has got to win this if he wants to go to game three. Otherwise, Twilight will be moving on to winner's bracket to fight Daiku.
2, 1, brawl.
But before that, we're on Blackguard Keep. Dobrein charging forward, gets a nice dare, has a hammer. Not exactly what he's looking for, but he'll play hammer against Twilight's hammer. Twilight fishing for those Sers. Throws one hammer away. Dobrein not able to pick up the weapon that he called in, and Twilight's going to pick up a sword. Bomb bounce. Dobrein gets a Sair and went for an odd spot dodge after the follow-up. Dobrein trying to get away from the sword. Now he's got the gauntlets. Gets a nice sidelight into a Nair, into a Sair. Not able to follow up. As Twilight is already above him once again. Dobrein gets a nice sidelight into a Nair. No follow-ups. There's a downlight into a sidelight, but Twilight able to dodge out of the sidelight. Side sig out of nowhere. Dobrein popping off. Gets the first kill.
Twilight will be able to respond to the Nair there as he gets a sider with the sword as well. Sidelight actually clips Dobrein out of that dodge, and despite that early kill from Dobrein, he's looking like he's going to lose his stock without doing any damage. The Sair does it. Twilight evens it up quite quickly as he denies all the weapons. He holds onto the sword over the hammer, and Dobrein now has to work just as hard again to be able to take that lead once more.
Dobrein once again has this hammer against Twilight's sword. Twilight with a nice dare into a recovery into a Sair. Dobrein gets a Sair and hits him with a neutralite into his weapon toss, but Twilight once again dare into a recovery.
Nair's coming up from Twilight left and right. Ground pound actually connects. Twilight just lets it him. And Dobrein doesn't get any follow-up off of that as he tries to open up a combo with a D-Light and a Sidelight. None of them are actually working as Twilight is doing a good job of avoiding those grounded gauntlet moves. And the Sair comes out, puts Dobrein to kill percent. Well, another Sair actually KO Dobrein here as he gets that recovery back onto the stage. Downer comes out. Sidelights as well. Dobrein really hard with these gauntlets. Nice D-Light Sair.
Into a sidelight.
Or a Sidelight. I always think that the gauntlet Sidelight to Sair because he jumps up.
It's because it's got that aerial movement to it. Dobrein with that recovery, but not enough vertical height. And he's gonna fall to his death after that gravity cancel neutral sig. Twilight with the slight stock advantage. Can Dobrein pick up the weapon that he needs to finish off this stock? There's a gauntlet.
Side airs comes out, but Twilight gets a nice downlight downer into Cider. Second Cider as Dobrein just jumps into it, and Twilight looking to take the solid lead over here and possibly a 2-0 overuse Dobrein. As Dobrein charges up an end sig and a side sig punish from Twilight misses. Dobrein hit by a Cider once again. He's waiting out Twilight to approach, but Twilight is playing very carefully here. He gets hit by that Nair into Sair. Twilight wants to kill percent.
There's the sidelight into a recovery. Dobrein able to finish off that second stock, but Twilight is just showing how much control he has against these gauntlets once he has the sword. Twilight dodging around, needs to pick up a weapon. There's the weapon spawn, but gets caught by the neutralite from Dobrein. He's got a bomb in hand, but Dobrein's going to be able to avoid it. Another neutralite from Dobrein's going to rack up a little bit of damage. Sidelight into a neutral air, but Twilight turning it around. Dobrein's in trouble. He's got the wall touch, but Twilight's got the gimp, and Dobrein doesn't have it.
Wow. Brutal edge guard from Twilight there. His gauntlet recovery is indeed quite linear.